Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to Raider Field here in Hudson, Wisconsin for the WIAA regional final match between the Wausau West Warriors and the Hudson Raiders. These two teams met just 1 week ago in a rescheduled match from the end of August. The Raiders prevailed in comfortable fashion 3-0, and they're looking to repeat that feat here to advance to the sectional semifinal game on Thursday. Wausau looking to change course, rewrite the season's history, and keep their season alive. It is a blustery, cold, and possibly rainy day. We'll provide some challenges for the teams. We have a strong wind coming out of the south. Looks like the Raiders are going to be, as they go from left to right, heading into the wind here in the first half. That could be an advantage for Wausau West if they're able to keep the ball down, not let it fly out of bounds as they look to advance forward. Starting lineups for both teams. Wausau is bringing a very similar lineup to what they played a week ago. Pranav Srivastava is going to be in net. Defenders are Bradley Harold, Jordan Durr. That's number 5, Harold. Number 8, Durr. Logan White, number 17, the lone freshman in the starting lineup. Their midfield is going to consist of Christian Kepke, number 2. Sean LeBrun, number 9. Benjamin Johnson, number 10. Had a nice game against the Raiders on last week. And Mark Rosh, also another strong player, number 21, although he might play in defense if memory serves. Their forwards will be Luke Bailey, number 15. And Barney Schifferau, kind of their point man, number 11. The Raiders are starting in the back. Some changes after injuries from the regional semifinal match against Chippewa Falls. Luke Johnson is out, regular right back. He's replaced by Gavin Jacobson. Paul Phillipson has not been starting, but is going to be out injured, as is Max Rohde. In his place, Braden Miller there at right forward, we can see. So if we go from the back, Corey Denning, as always, in net. Looks like he's going to need to possibly... He's coming down here to the sideline, getting a different jersey on possibly. Wonder if that's, again, the blue is matching the black too much. Not real sure. Looks like are both keepers going to be asked to change? Can't tell here. Denning, in any case, is going to be in goal. In front of him in the middle, the Alex Lean, Cole Ober pairing in the center of defense that has worked so well together this year, as I stated. And in place of the injured Luke Johnson, we'll have Gavin Jacobson on the right. Left defender, as usual, Nick Thompson. Sam Schultz partnered to start with Colton Prater in the middle of the park. Partnered with Thomas Lariah behind Colton Prater. And a forward line of Drew Osterhus, Santi Vergara, and again, Braden Miller taking the place of the Paul Phillipson Max Rohde combination that alternatively started all season long. Players are ready to go. Officials ready to go. We are underway here in Hudson. Schultz on the ball early for the Raiders. Over to Thompson. Season's on the line here. Both teams were successful on Thursday night. The Raiders soundly defeating Chippewa Falls 6-1 through a fantastic first half from number 21, Colton Prater, who is providing some support there for Santi Vergara. Over to Osterhus, returns it to Vergara. Vergara bracketed there, Benjamin Johnson on him, pokes it back, and they go up top right away direct. That was very much Wausau's offensive strategy last week to attempt to go over the top to Schifferau. I wonder here in the first half, with a strong wind behind them, if that will be counterproductive, if the wind's going to provide too much assistance on those long balls there. Johnson, deflected by Lariah, back to Johnson. Looking to go through to Schifferau. Lean over to help. Denning out to grab it. So the first offensive foray on the part of the Warriors ends up in the hands of Corey Denning. He will have a challenge restarting with a strong wind in his face. Is able to find Prater there as it bounced over Schultz's foot. Lean to Thompson. And then Vergara looking over the top for Miller. And the wind helps him there as it slows him down. Number 5, Bradley Harold over to help out his defensive partner there nicely. And he needed to as Miller got inside of him. Throwing for the Warriors, or for the Raiders. Cleared out to Ober. Ober settles. Schifferau's going to pick that up. Nice job by the forward there coming over. Poked away by Ober, throwing for the Warriors. Schifferau looking right away to go to number 9 there, Sean LeBrun. LeBrun touches it out, throwing Jacobson. Slower start. We're just 2 minutes in here, but Hudson in their regional semifinal match against Chippewa Falls, both teams came out like they were just shot out of a cannon. The intensity of those conference rivals was palpable. You could feel it, and you could see it on the field as well, as there was a lot of physical play before and after the ball was in the vicinity of the players. Hudson came out with the win, but worse for wear is, again, there's Luke Johnson out with, I believe, a concussion. We've got ankle injuries. We've got some hip injuries. It was a war of attrition for the Warriors. Long throw opportunity here, for the Raiders, rather. Long throw opportunity. Finds Colton Prater. Can he get a shot early? Tries to turn his hips around. Finds Braden Miller there. Braden can't quite settle it. Love the pass. Braden Miller was in a good spot. He just opens his hips up a little bit more. We might have been in. Here comes Nick Thompson now for the throw-in. Again, deep in Warrior territory are the Raiders. He's got Drew Osterhues on the near post, looking to find his head for a flick, which he does. Oh, Osterhues just can't get his head on it. It's cleared out, but not out of the box yet, not out of danger. Falls to Johnson, won by Prater, touches around one, around two, shoot, Colton. Oh, just not able to get his foot right around the ball there. Too much pressure, too many defenders in his way. Picked up by Srivastava, and restarted here. Won by Lariah. Chang looking for the ball. Sam Schultz steps in and wins it. He's got Osterhues running on the flank. Able to keep it in is Drew. Poked out then for a Raider throw-in. So the Hudson bench is going to be a little short today, as some of their regular subs are starters and some of their other regular subs are unavailable. Lovely through ball by Prater to space, but no players. Maybe thinking Miller might be making that central channel run, which he wasn't. Here comes Chang, looking for Schifferah. Back to Ober. Ober to Schultz. Pressured by Schifferah. Lean there back, and then up through, flicked over. Looking for Prater, and it was out, but off the head of a Wausau player. So it's a Hudson throw-in. Right to Schultz quickly from Prater. Vergara's got a little space, stepped up nicely there and cleared up by Logan White. Again, that's a freshman. He did a nice job in the first game as well. He's kind of tracking Vergara, it looks like there. Schultz around one, can't get around the second. Lean. Across to Ober. Hudson resets. Chang tracking Prater there nicely. Nice tight marking. Colton able to get on the ball. Over to Thompson. Thompson, Prater kind of trying to figure it out over there. Colton does stay on it. Finds Vergara. White on him. Santi maintains possession. Looking to turn. Able to do so. A lot of pressure there. Benjamin Johnson following him. Jacobson unable to connect on the pass. Wausau ball. Swung over. Pressure from Osterhues. Now from Prater. Chang on the ball. Gonna drop it back to his defensive support there. His offensive support rather. Given away. Schultz looking to go direct. Osterhues wasn't seeing it. Wasn't running it. And so it's a turnover back to Srivastava. Srivastava. Struggling this morning. And it's not even the morning. Lariah pressuring Chang here. Back to Harold. And then giving away to Thompson. Cleared up, out by White, off of Schultz's head. And now Nick Thompson all the way back to Corey Denning. Some pressure there, so Denning immediately just clears it up. The wind there taking it, you can see, just really slows it down. Nicely won there by Colton Prater in a crowd and looking right away from Miller on the run. Paul Phillipson gave Christian Kepke there some fits in the first game. He'll be out today with an ankle injury. But see if Miller can do the same. Repeat that feat. Here comes Santi Vergara. Oh, just a little bit too far. Oh, but he's able to keep possession with a lovely spin. Finds Miller. He's got 2 men in the box. Can he get the cross in? Service. Flipped over. Far post. Who wants it? Colton Prater. Oh, and that was the chance. That was the chance here in the 7th minute. Lovely cross by Miller. He saw all the defenders sucking to the near post. He put it over the top. He had 2 wide open players. Found their best goal scorer. Prater just unable to put it on frame. Lovely chance here. Again, 7 minutes in, and that's been the chance of the match so far. Wausau dodged a bullet there. Hudson going to rue that. Restarted by Rosh. Wind helping that one clearly. All the way to Denning. Denning's going to bring it back into the box, pick it up. Bailey was standing in the vicinity. Denning with a punt. Wausau on the ball to Chang. Slips through. Laria's right there. Back to Ober. Leaves it for Denning. Right away looking for Vergara. Miller with the run. Oh, Wynn just carrying that. Kepke stays in, though. Nice job by Miller. Finds Santi. Santi over to Prater with a little bit of pressure. 1-2 men on. Can Miller get in and win the ball? Nope. All the way back by Johnson, but Osterhu's right there to pressure. Nicely done by the goalkeeper there. Aggressively off his line to clear that out. Schifferau with a nice header, but nobody running. He's going to need some more support to be successful here today. Captain, I like the look. Looking for Chang. Sam Schultz in a good position defensively. Marking up. Won the ball. Back to Lean. Looks like the ball did run out of play there. The assistant referee had his flag raised. It's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. Sean LeBrun on the ball. So we're 8 minutes in here. It's WIAA regional final action. Winner goes home with a trophy and gets to go on and play on Thursday in the sectional semifinals. As we progress through the WIAA playoffs here, this is a 2-3 seed matchup. Hudson, the 2 seed, hosting against Wausau West, the 3 seed. Interestingly, they were, again, supposed to play earlier this year, and due to some scheduling conflicts, that game had to be rescheduled for just a week ago. Hudson won that one 3-0 and provided an interesting backdrop here now to this game. Miller pressuring. High in the air, settled there, and won back by Vergara to Schultz. Schultz looking for Laria, runs away. Jacobson providing support. Laria all the way back to Denny, letting the Raiders reset. Lean wide for him to Ober. Ober turns. Checking is Santi Vergara. Trying to flick it out to Jacobson's run. Jacobson was masterfully marked, but aggressively won the ball back. Nice job, and then finds Osterhuis. Prater, Osterhuis. Prater gets the ball. Turns central. Doesn't have many options. Laria to Lean. Maintaining possession here early for the Raiders. They've had the bulk of it. Chang there with Osterhuis pressuring him. Over to Harold. Harold clears it out, only as far as Schultz. Schultz first touch a little heavy to Bailey. Bailey looking for Schifferau. Again, Wausau plays as if they want to counter quickly, but they just don't get the numbers forward. The ball is played, but the bodies aren't there. It's going to be tough for them to score if that continues. Again, Santi doing a nice job checking back. Well won by White. We're talking about a freshman here, marking a senior, and doing a nice job of it. Prater steps in and wins the ball. Pressure by Chang, looking over the top. Miller's there. Oh, unfortunate that was deflected. I think he probably had a run there. Did Braden Miller. He was in behind his defender, and he had a lot of space in front of him. Miller saw it and was making the run, but it ends up with a punt to Laria. Takes a little bit of a strange deflection. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. Leans, pulls down Schifferau. See what happens here. That was a dangerous situation there. Misjudged by both players. Lean stepped up a little bit too high. The ball snuck behind him, and Schifferau looked like he was off to the races. Quick restart here for the Warriors as they're looking to maintain some pressure. Quickly swung wide. Ball ran under the foot of Jordan Durr, throwing Hudson. First substitution of the match coming up. Number 1, Nicholas Roche, going to check in for the Warriors in the 11th minute. Correct that. It is a Hudson throw, and therefore Wausau unable to make a substitution. Prater with a turn. Nicely done on Johnson there. Johnson working hard with Prater. Prater holds it on 1, holds it on 2, finds Vergara with a lot of space in the middle. Goes Santi. Santi's taking on 1 defender, 2 defender. Miller's run pulls the outside defender away. Now on the far post, or on the far side rather, Osterhuis makes a run. Oh, that was an important clearance there. Prater was ready to take it into the box unmarked. Well won back by Osterhuis. Fantastic defensive work from the senior. Prater poked away there by number 21, Mark Roche. Won back by Osterhuis. Osterhuis plowed over from behind by Roche. I don't know what 21's complaining about over there. Looks pretty much like he ran over Drew Osterhuis. And now here comes a great dangerous set play opportunity for Hudson. Colton Prater standing over the ball. On the left flank, a lovely fall backdrop. Peak colors here for the regional final. Hudson putting numbers in the box. Drew Osterhuis on the far post, strong in the air. Nick Thompson standing at the penalty spot. Santi Vergara in the mix as well. Prater puts it in, bending it towards the far post. He's got 2 men. Sam Schultz on the ball, and it's a goal! Goal for the Raiders! 12th minute of play. Prater to Schultz, and Hudson gets on the board early. Fantastic start for the Raiders. Goal for the Raiders. Scored by number 9, Sam Schultz. Assisting on the play, number 21, Prater. Schultz from Prater. Hudson 1, Wausau 0. Entering the game for the Warriors, number 1, Nicholas Roche. And into the game for the Raiders, number 7, Cole Little. What a fantastic start for Hudson here in the 12th minute of play. Their second real dangerous opportunity after Prater put a flank wide 5 minutes ago. Colton Prater puts a lovely ball bending into the box. The goalie stays on his line, and Sam Schultz heads it down, just like your coach by Steve Solom there, and it bounces into the net. So the captain, senior, providing the leadership not just on the field but on the scoreboard here and getting Hudson started in a positive fashion. Great ball by Colton. Great finish by Sam. And Hudson's right back on the ball again. Here comes Cole Little, checked into the game here just a second ago, as did number 1, Nicholas Roche. So Hudson, with some players out, just the positive start that they needed. They're going against the wind. Oh, yep, that should be a foul. Little missed the ball, got the guy. Looks like he's down even. Took a shot kind of right to the chest. Looked like he took an elbow to the chest. Wonder if he got the wind knocked out of him there. So again, if you're just joining us here, you just missed the first goal of the game. Drew Osterhuis, almost right where the ball's laying now on the field, drew a free kick when he was fouled by number 21, Mark Roche. Colton Prater stepped up, bent the ball into the 6-yard box. Sam Schultz, senior co-captain, came running over, headed the ball down and into the net for the 1-0 lead. It's regional final action. Hudson leading Wausau West 1-0. So we do have, again, looks like number 5, Bradley Harold went down as Cole Little ran into him. So we will be having our first substitution of the game. Second, Vashu Rishi will be coming in, looks like, for Harold. Entering the game for the Warriors, number 6, Vashu Rishi. So Rishi into the game. Harold needs to come out as he required help from the athletic trainer. And now we get ready here to restart the match. Free kick from Roche. High, long ball. Thompson fighting for it with number 15 there. Not Chang. That's with Bailey. Denning over, pushes it out. Flags up here. Looks like Denning in attempting to win the ball. Nope. Rather, foul called there on Schifera. Where it was positioned, I wasn't sure if they were saying that Denning slid out of the box with his hand on the ball, so it was a handball, or if there was a foul there on the Wausau player. Looks like it was a foul on the Wausau player. Restart there by Lean. Wynn taking that one. Little tracks back to pick it up. Stepping in front is Bailey. Looking to play it into the corner there for number 9. Lovely cross. That was not 9. That was, I believe, number 6. Great cross, and the run was too late. LeBron, if he's making that near-post run, he's probably got an opportunity to beat Denning to the ball there. Hudson dodged a bullet. A little bit too late of a reaction. It wasn't a proactive run. Ball bounces over there. Mistake. Colton Prater. Santi Vergara's through. Can this be number 2? Oh, the wet field. Between the turf and the wetness, that ball just skipped right into the hands of Sravistava. He was in a great position off his line, ready to accept that. Great goalkeeping there from Wausau's number 0. And here comes Prater again on the ball, trying to touch it past number 1, Roche. Roche wins it nicely, looking for Schifera, who flicks it on. Back to Lean. Lean just clears it up there. Miller not checking back, stepping in front nicely is Rishi. Now Miller temporarily leans it back. Rishi to Johnson. Johnson reads Prater's defense there. Prater stepping in to pick it off. Now Roche. Here comes Roche with a shot. Well blocked there by Ober. Ober looks like he took it hard in the backside, but he's up and he's going to be okay. Probably on a chilly day like today, a driven ball into your body is not a great feeling. Lariah looking to step in and win it. White ahead of him, then Johnson. Vergara slides to provide some pressure. Rosh, and here comes some good build-up from Wausau. Better here than the direct balls that they've been playing over the top. A little bit of possession. Wonder why Rosh doesn't turn there when he was in behind the defense. Here comes number 9. Crossed in, looking for Schifferoff. Found his head. Well wide, but that was better from Wausau. Trailing 1-0 here in the 16th minute. Much better possession, moving the ball, working together, and they were able to find the ball into their target player there in the box. That's what they're going to need to do to get back into it. Number 5, Harold back in the game. Good to see after taking the knock. Now entering the game for the Warriors, number 5, Bradley Harold. So Harold, after coming out for an injury, is back in the game, which is great to see. And Wausau now looking to maintain the pressure that they've built over the last couple of minutes. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. Ober thought that with Schifferoff pressuring, thought Denning was going to be there. Denning let it be. There was now Ober with his hands up saying, where were you? Where's the communication? Hudson's got to get it figured out here. They're leading the game, but it's just a 1-0 lead. This game is far from over here. We're in the 16th minute. Hudson looking a little confused all of a sudden after a dominating opening 10, 12 minutes. Kind of falling apart here. Slips through. Hudson with a couple of substitutes warming up. Ryan Muthaden and looks like Elijah Andrusik over there. Denning with a restart. Bounces low off his foot. Tough into that wind. That certainly plays a factor in the restarts. Oh, Sam Schultz needed that support. Miller took off on him. Turnover. Prater steps in. Bounces off of him and right back to Kepke. Kepke looking through. Oh, John Lucky stepped right into that space nicely. Had number 9, LeBron. But Bailey's back on the ball for the Warriors, maintaining some pressure here, keeping the ball in Hudson's defensive half. This is the best we've seen from them yet today. Lariah over there now stepped in and cleared out by Schultz. Headed back in. Denning's going to pick it up. See if Hudson get going again here. Muthaden ready to come in and Drusik ready to check in. Denning with a high punt, just getting eaten up by that wind. It can't go about 15 yards or so. Now Lariah, Schifferoff, Schultz steps in, takes over, looking for Little. Drops it off for Thompson. I like the quick play. Hudson's always at their best when they play quickly. Drops it back. Up from Lean, the wind just eating it up, but it bounces to Prater. Prater turns, head up, cuts it back. They overcommitted, and here comes Colton Prater running at the defense. White trying to recover. Johnson trying to recover over to Little. Oh, Little doesn't have much help. Drops it off to Prater in support. Now comes the third defender, Rosh there. And Johnson back. Poked away by Prater to Lariah. Lariah 1, 2, 3. Touches off Prater's chest. Bounces away to Rosh. He clears it on to Bailey in the flank. Nick Thompson right on his back. No turn allowed. Lovely combination play. Love the first touch there from Rosh. Carries it into the space vacated by Thompson. Now touches it around Schultz. Into the middle. Running a goal. He's got 2 men forward in front of him. LeBrun and Schifferoff stepped over as Jacobson there. Clears it out to right back in the left side of the field, but does his job and clears it out. Allows Hudson to get reorganized there. Hudson with some key players missing. Can they over the course of 90 minutes stay organized and stay cohesive defensively and pitch another shutout here against Wausau? Wausau trying to change that. Kepke there. 1-2 men on him. Schultz steps in. That's got to be a foul. A lot of body, no ball. Free kick for the Warriors. Johnson seemed perturbed about something, but he called the foul on the right team. So 40 yards from goal. Johnson's going to take it quickly here. Looking over for Schifferoff, and there's Denning. Punches it. That's going to be... Oh, my goodness. I thought that was heading goalwards. Oh, my goodness, did they miss an opportunity there. Schifferoff looked like he got his head on it. Cleared out, and right away, a quick restart. Love the idea from Wausau here. Hudson's under pressure. Hudson's disorganized. Oh, wow. That took a nasty bounce off of Ober's knee. Lucky that didn't go in the goal. Wausau has got the momentum here. They need to capitalize. Thompson clears it out off the corner kick. Got to get it past that first man. Really vital. Miller heads it out. Lovely, strong header. Finds Prater and the run return. Now Miller going, carrying, looking for Vergara into the corner. White tracking that run, but it goes under his foot and under Vergara's foot. So I suppose the good work of the positioning paid off with a little bit of karma there. Looking right away for Schifferoff. Can't connect with him. Denning wisely lets it run out. And lets Hudson make their substitution and reset. Muthaden and Andrusik into the game for the Raiders. Now into the game for the Raiders. Number 5, Ryan Muthaden. And number 23, Elijah Andrusik. So we are in the 20th minute of the WIAA regional final here in Hudson between the Hudson Raiders and the Wausau West Warriors. Hudson leads 1-0 on a 12th minute goal from Sam Schultz, assisted by Colton Prater. That was off a free kick won by Drew Osterhus. But the last 5 minutes have been all Wausau. They've been stretching Hudson. And but here comes Lariah on the ball. Won back nicely there by number 1, Nicholas Roche. Roche over to LeBron. LeBron, Kepke on the overlap. Jacobson tracking back. Schifferah, covered by 2 players. Finds Johnson. Prater coming back to check back here. He's moved up to forward now with Muthaden in the game. Schultz pressuring Roche. Roche over to, I believe that's number 8 there, Jordan Durr. Durr carries it into the box. Rolls out for a Hudson goal kick. Substitution for the Warriors. Number 12, Austin Chang checking back into the game for number 9, LeBron. Entering the game for the Warriors, number 12, Austin Chang. So Chang checks back in. LeBron gets a breather. Denning restarts it. 22nd minute. Wausau looking to get back into the game. High ball, dies in the wind, settled off the chest by Prater. Pressured by White, drops to Lean. Over to Ober. And back to Lariah quickly. Lariah turns. Jacobson, back to Lariah, facing goal. Good talk, man on. Oh, just doesn't have enough mustard. Right idea, wrong pace. But this is lovely. Up to Andrusik, over the top. Can Andrusik maintain pressure? Harold steps over and wins it. Or Andrusik steps in front of him again, wins it back. Finds Chang, Muthaden pressuring, chasing him. Chang with a step on Ryan. Ryan, a little faster, a little stronger. Lovely job. Schifferah does get it away, though, and this could be an opportunity. Here comes Harold. A little bit too far. Finds Denning. First time to Thompson. Thompson, nice first touch off the knee there. Hudson quickly trying to turn defense into attack, but wisely maintaining possession. There's Prater. Now, Thompson, the defender, there was the checking forward. Cleared out by the Warriors. Throw in for Hudson. Nick Thompson. Cole Little. First touch, runs out of bounds. Throw in. Wausau. Benjamin Johnson on the ball. Trying to go past 2 players. Slots it through. Lean steps in. Clears it up. The deflection finds Colton Prater. Touches it past 2 defenders. Lovely job, Prater. Andrusik on the run. Can Prater find him? Slots it through. Good job defensively. Sliding back in by Kepke there. Really nice job by number 2. He was behind Andrusik, but the ball that Prater had to play, he read, and he stepped in, and he won it importantly. Otherwise, that was a free shot on goal that Andrusik, I'm sure, would have buried. And here's that's Bailey. Roche and Bailey, nice little 1-2. Tracked back well there by Muthaden, deflects the ball. Sam Schultz looking for Andrusik. Prater over to help him. Andrusik, great first touch. Now trying to run past Kepke. So one-on-one situation, slides it past him, but Kepke defensively keeps his position. Andrusik wins the ball. Judged to have fouled Kepke from behind. Free kick. Wausau. Sravastava starts it quickly to Johnson. Andrusik pressuring over to Kepke. A little bit of a heavy touch by Roche. Drops it back to Harold. Over to Johnson. Nice job by Wausau working out of pressure here. From the back, building from the back. Roche looking for the run there and finds it. Trying to find Bailey and about 6 players. Wonder if you want to play into that much pressure. Cleared up by Denning, only as far as Benjamin Johnson. He is all over the field right now, really driving his team forward. Doing everything right now is Benjamin Johnson. There's Roche, Andrusik on him. Roche maintains possession, wisely just keeps his body in a good position. Over to Kepke, back to Chang. Roche, Muthaden, and Schultz on him. And now they step up a little, pressuring back into his teammates. Finds Roche nicely. Over to Schultz. Johnson wins it. Back to Roche Jr., or the younger Roche, rather. Pardon me. Chang, defended by Colton Prater. Prater tried to cheat a little bit. Chang trying to find his teammate Kepke there. Played out by Andrusik. And number 6, Rishi, back into the game. Into the game for the Warriors, number 6, Wausau Rishi. Vergara's looking like he's going to come back in, as is on Osterhues, pardon me, at the next opportunity for the Raiders. Rishi into Johnson, back to Rishi. Pressured by Muthaden. Looking to go down the line to Chang. Nothing there. Andrusic just standing in the way. Johnson to Rosh. One away by Schultz there. Looking for something up top. There's nothing there, but oh, that's a mistake, and that's oh my goodness, was that a bullet for dodge for Wausau West. Colton Prater gets that touch. It is off to the races, and it's got to be 2-0. Nicely defended there by Johnson. Maintains possession, pressured by Muthaden. Over to Chang. Bounces awkwardly off his knee. Can he win it back? No, Andrusic has it. Andrusic too strong and physical for Chang. Andrusic can't go through two players. Lovely slide tackle by White there. Completely fair. All ball. Feet down. Oh, Lariah again just doesn't have the pace on that to find a little right idea. Just can't get the ball there. Thompson clears it out for the Raiders. Warriors right back on the attack through Chang. Jacobson stepping over. The ball's a little short. Jacobson wins it. Keeps it in play for Hudson. Colton Prater with the run. All the way into the corner. Runs out. Throw in. Wausau. 26th minute of play. 1-0 lead for the Raiders. Taken in the 12th minute by Sam Schultz off a set play assist from Colton Prater. So, not sure what's going on here. Looks like the officials conferring with each other. Andrusic's got a knee. Not sure what's going on here. We've got, oh, it's on Elijah Andrusic's down. That seems to be the issue. And now a yellow card is going to be issued to number 17, Logan White. So I'm assuming for the slide tackle that I was so complimentary of, the assistant referee informed his center ref that it was in fact a cautionable offense. So now Logan White will need to come out of the game here. Lots of confusion here. Vergara and Osterhues back into the game. Still unsure as to what happened, frankly. Into the game for the Raiders, number 10, Santi Vergara. And number 24, Drew Osterhues. So a yellow card was issued, but at this point in time, I'm unclear as to who got it. Oh, Bradley Harold must have been the recipient as he came out. So Harold was out of the match. Unsure as to who came into the match for him. We can see here that Kipke slid over into the center defense, denting with a restart for the Raiders. Muthaden slips. Lariah with Rosh. Rosh has the size on him, wins the header. Over to Benjamin Johnson. Ball takes a little bit of an awkward bounce, but does find Schifferau. Schifferau to the running number 8. There's Jordan Durr on the flank. Defended nicely there by the Hudson forward. Great touch by Bailey. Poked away by Vergara. Schultz on the ball. Looking for Prater. Prater gets it off the chest and in the back. Free kick, Hudson. Nicely done by Bailey. Touches it around Thompson. And here he goes off to the races. Thompson recovers. Pokes the pass away. Stepping up aggressively is Durr. Fantastic play by Durr. And it finds Schifferau. Here comes Wausau. Alex Lean stepping in front. Schifferau back in front of him again. Wins the ball. Corner kick. Wausau West. 29th minute of play. Hudson leading 1-0, but Wausau pressuring and adding 2 players into the mix. Harold coming into the game, as is Joaquin Ramos. Into the game for the Warriors. Number 4, Joaquin Ramos, and number 5, Bradley Harold. Corner kick for the Warriors, trailing 1-0 in the 29th minute, Benjamin Johnson over the ball for Wausau. Johnson driving it in. Vergara wins it out, but it's going to come back to Johnson. Looks like Johnson again. Nice crossfire. A little too much, rather. Goal kick, Hudson. Denning picking the ball up, setting it down, getting ready to restart for Hudson here. The game has settled into a little bit of a stalemate after Sam Schultz's 12th minute opening goal. Each team has at turns had some opportunities. Wausau, I think it would be fair to say, has had a little bit better of the play since Hudson took the lead, but they have not been able to turn it into dangerous goal-scoring opportunities. Better possession, but doesn't really count for anything. They don't keep score by possession. Osterhuis now pressuring Harold. Nice work there by Drew. Hudson trying to win with some pressing here, win the ball back. Nicely dealt with by Wausau. Chang doing lots of great work here in this sequence. Finally lands to Schultz. Schiffer pressuring him. Schultz winning the ball to Osterhuis. Back to Schultz. Sam doing good work again with lots of pressure. Hands up looking for someone. Nicely touched over there by Santi. Finds Colton Prater. Santi with the run through the middle. Colton, oh, God, they got mixed up. Durr there clears it out. Finds back Sam Schultz over to pick it up for the Raiders. To Nick Thompson on the flank. Lariah with a run down the center channel. Benjamin Johnson shadowing him. Cleared out strong. But picked up by Vergara. Poked away by Rosh. Foul called. Set play. Hudson. Let's see if they can do something. This was how they scored their opening goal off a set play opportunity. Vergara standing over it. Prater standing over it. They're going into the wind here, which looks like it's died down not at all. So from 33 out, probably not a shot on goal coming, but Hudson, through Sam Schultz, scored in the 12th minute with a strong header in the box. Prater looking for maybe Osterhuis, picked up by Srivastava, and restarted quickly to Johnson. Now there's a little bit of confusion as to who's going to get the ball. And it's Wausau. Schiffer to Johnson, and they got a runner on the far side. They missed him. They had him wide open running on the far side of the field. Really missed opportunity for Wausau. They couldn't switch play, and here comes Santi attacking aggressively. Stepped up nicely, does White. Poked it away from Vergara, back to Johnson. Touched in. One back by Hudson. Over to Jacobson. Lariah, one man coming on, flicks it over. Nobody coming back to help him out, and Benjamin Johnson, the aggressor here, carrying the ball into Hudson's half. Nicely defended there by Muthaden. Vergara looking up for Osterhuis, stepped in front by Kepke. Rosh to his brother. And we got a foul, and a card's going to be issued to Sam Schultz here in the 32nd minute of play. And to number 1, Nicholas Rosh. Yellow cards issued in the 32nd minute to Hudson's number 9, Sam Schultz, and number 1 from Wausau, Nicholas Rosh. Entering the game for Wausau, number 16, Ethan Kadena. And into the game for the Raiders, number 3, Braden Miller. So Miller into the game for Schultz after the yellow card was issued. And number free kick here by Rosh. Sorry, we'll get to the substitution in just a second. Flicked on, dangerous, flying over. And that was cleared out off the head of a Wausau player. Goal kick, Raiders. Wausau doesn't seem to agree, but turns out they don't make the decision. Number 16, Kadena. Ethan Kadena came in for Wausau on the yellow card for Wausau. Prater here on the ball. Game's getting a little chippy. Both teams really realizing this is it. Foul there. The referee's starting to call it pretty tight here. I think trying to keep things under control. I'll be honest, the types of fouls are getting called tonight were not getting called on Thursday against Chippewa Falls. So 33rd minute of play, Hudson leading 1-0 over Wausau West. They scored in the 12th minute through Sam Schultz, assisted by Colton Prater. Prater standing here over the ball. Another set play opportunity. Everybody back. Holding a high line are the Warriors. Prater can probably just put her over the top there, see if they can win the ball. Puts it into the middle, finds Vergara just under his foot. Osterhus sliding. He wins the ball. Shot by Muthaden. Oh, just wide. Couldn't tell if it took a deflection or if it just bent away from the goal. Wonderful opportunity for the Raiders, and they just couldn't put it into the net. And here comes Rosh trying to clear it out. Does so to Schifferau, but a slip there, and Colton Prater ends up on the ball. He's got 3 men around and taken away there nicely by number 4. Ramos looking to switch play to no one, so Jacobson picks it up, and Hudson can restart the attack again here through Vergara. Johnson over to win it. Nicely done there by number 10. Cleared out strong by Vergara. Knocked down Johnson. Throw in Wausau. Immediately to Harold. A little bit of miscommunication. Great job, Santi. Takes the ball away, tries to cut back. Looks like he got grabbed a little bit, trying to turn, fighting hard. Harold comes out of it ahead. Wonderful defending there. Schifferau through Jacobson. Flips over the top of him. Looked a little bit more dramatic than it in fact was. His momentum just carried him there. Now here's Lurai. I love the pace of the game right now. We're entering the final 10 minutes of the first half. Both teams acting like this is their last game, which it could be. Right away, great ball. Finds Osterhus. Osterhus flicks it. Gets back on the ball again. Oh, and into the side netting. What a fantastic effort by Drew Osterhus. Everybody's excited. The press box is alive. Just about doubled the lead. Did Drew Osterhus. The fans applauding the effort by the Raiders right now, trying to pick up their team. Wausau had settled into a nice set of possession, and now Hudson's found some life and found some energy. Can they convert that into a second goal? Wausau on the ball now. Gives it back. Lariah for Hudson. Prater. Lovely job settling that. Over to Jacobson. Also had to work hard to keep it in. Muthaden coming over nicely. Looks for the return. Read beautifully. And here comes Chang and Schifferau. Hudson has numbers back. Wausau looking for Johnson. Ramos. Won by Lariah. Prater to Thompson. Thompson carrying pressure by Ramos. Looking for Osterhus. Is he going to be able to keep it in? Oh, what a great ball by Nick Thompson. Touched inside by Drew Osterhus. Just over to Harold. Great job there by the center defender coming over to help. Good touch by Osterhus. Wonderful play by Harold. Here's Ober for Hudson. Looking for Vergara. Stepped in front is White. Dropped off by Rosh. Given away. Oh, great ball, Ryan. Right to Colton Prater. Looking through for Santi Vergara. Srivastava, lovely job getting off his line and smothering that right at the top of the 18. Fantastic heads-up goalkeeping. Love the aggressiveness. Love the confidence. Love the execution. Cleared up and out to Ramos. Prater steps in front of Rosh. Great physical battle there between two great players. Rosh comes out on top. Over to Ramos. Ramos looks like he... Oh, God, I thought he cut it inside of Nick Thompson. Great job by Thompson there to keep it up. There's too much pressure. They double team him. Good job by Johnson and Ramos. Win the ball back. Ramos now poked away. Oh, flag in the air. There's going to be a free kick here. They're saying that Nick Thompson fouled Joaquin Ramos. So this will be a free kick here for Wausau, trailing in the 37th minute of play, 1-0 to the Raiders in this WIAA regional final match. Benjamin Johnson, number 10, over the ball for the Warriors. They're putting numbers forward, standing right at the 18, 12 penalty spot. Chang making a run across, looking for Schifferau. Cleared out nicely by Drew Osterhus. Important play, and look at Muthaden running, fighting Schifferau, gets in front of him. Trying to turn on Muthaden. Great job by the Hudson midfielder there. Loved the sportsmanship by both players. They were given their best fair. Little high five afterwards. That's the best of what sports can be. Here comes a substitution for the Warriors. Number 6, Vasu Rishi into the game. Now into the game for the Warriors. Number 6, Vasu Rishi. So deep throw in for the Warriors here. Number 21, Mark Rosh, captain over to take it for them. Does he have an Osterhus-like throw? Corner kick style, the way they're running, I think not. Looking for Schifferau, cleared up by Muthaden, but into the box. Oh, what a great touch by Schifferau. Dangerously cleared out in the middle of the box, but fortunately Osterhus was there. Prater took the ball off his heel, wisely out to Miller. Miller looking to flick it over to Vergara. unable to do so. Vergara and Kepke fighting. Fault lands at Chang's feet. Lovely turn by Chang there. Schifferau with a run into the corner. Shielded by Ober. Shadowed by Ober. Poked away by Ober. Schifferau steps in and wins the ball back on the top of the box. Running across the 18. There's a push. Schifferau takes the shot. Lean gets in the way. Shot again by Chang. Up and over. What an opportunity for the Warriors. Schifferau did good work to maintain possession. He has looked dangerous here the last couple of minutes. And then the ball fell to number 12, Austin Chang, and his shot just could not keep it down under the post. Disaster averted for the Raiders. Sam Schultz getting ready to check back in here in the 39th now minute of play. Colton Prater pokes it away. Rosh and Prater have really done battles here today. Prater's a little slow to get up. Wonder if he's okay. Collision there between White and Osterhues. Ball falls. Oh, Schifferau. Lovely job. Ober there supporting, or covering rather, Lean, and is able to win the ball back. Now Lean, Schifferau, pressure. Lean kicks it out of play. Throw in. Wausau. Looking for Benjamin Johnson. Nick Thompson clears it out. Johnson again, looking for Schifferau's feet. Nice job by Jacobson. Needed to step up there. Chang and Schifferau were waiting. And there's Harold. Wausau finding life, finding momentum here, looking for that equalizing goal. Laraya tracking number 16, Kadena. Kadena with a fantastic cross. That's dangerous. Lovely job by Jacobson to clear it out. And then even further out by Ryan Muthaden. Colton Prater touches the ball, loses it to White, gets it back. A lot of hands on him there. Good job turning by Prater. Good job calling the foul by the referee. Quick restart. Here comes Muthaden. Muthaden. Rosh collides into him. Wausau doesn't like it. Hudson doesn't care. Miller. Deflected out there by number 6, Rishi. Throw in for Hudson. Sam Schultz ready to come back into the game. The captain for the Raiders. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 9, Sam Schultz. So Schultz into the game, the goal scorer, the captain. Can he inspire his team to a second before the halftime whistle? Prater with 2 men on him. Nicely done there defensively. Rishi poked out, last touched by the Warriors. Throw in for the Raiders. Jacobson picks up the ball. Schultz with some space there. 40 yards away from goal, looking for and finding Vergara. Looking to turn there on Harold. Harold does a fantastic job. It's wisely done there by Santi, just playing possession. Gets the, Laraya and Vergara get mixed up. Give the ball away, but it's poked out. It's going to be another throw-in for the Raiders. Dodged a bullet there. Got fortunate. They gave it away, and they got it back. Prater with the run. Prater with a little bit of a push on Johnson. Nothing called there. Ball slides over to Laraya. 1-2 to Schultz. Schultz looking to slide it through and finds Vergara. Oh, Prater was there. He tried to flick it. Falls to Jacobson to Miller. Miller back to Vergara. Stepping over is Johnson to win the ball to Chang. Chang looks like he got fouled there. Nothing called. Yes, now they're foul. Rosh. Nicholas Rosh, number 1, ready to check in here for Wausau at the next opportunity. His brother, Mark. Well, I assume they're brothers. I haven't officially asked them. Could be cousins. Maybe they're just not related. And the wind really picking up now. That's going to help this ball fly, and it does. All the way down for Ramos, over the head of Thompson. Ramos chasing Thompson. Ramos getting by Thompson. And the ball, he keeps the ball in. Only as far as Lean. Prater checking back, dropping it off for Osterhues. Takes a big touch out of bounds. Throw in for the Warriors. 42nd minute of play here. Cole Little and Nicholas Rosh ready to check into the game. Little for the Raiders, Rosh for the Warriors. Into the game for the Warriors, number 1, Nicholas Rosh. And entering the game for the Raiders, number 7, Cole Little. So Little and Rosh in. Nice round of applause for Little entering the game. Good crowd here today. Little light on the student section after a tough home playoff loss for the football game last night. They are probably recovering after a late night of mourning the end of the football season, but the soccer season is not over, and Hudson right now looking to continue playing after today with a 1-0 lead over Wausau West. Wausau trying to extend their season, tie this game here before halftime. We're in the 43rd minute of play. They just got a couple minutes to do it. Rosh on the ball, looking to slide it through, and we got a man down here for the Raiders. Looks like that's Cole Ober. Vichy, is on the ball for the Warriors. Jacobson now going to let it run out. Goal kick. Not sure what happened there. But Cole Ober is down. And he looks very down. He's now starting to get up before the trainer can get to him. And he's walking, so that's a good sign. Holding his head. Wonder if he got knocked in the head a little bit there. Unfortunately, instant replay is not an option in our booth. So Andrusic's going to come on for Ober. And they're going to slot, I assume, Thompson into the middle. Entering the game for the Raiders, number 23, Elijah Andrusic. So Andrusic in. Denning with the goal kick. Ober going over. Yeah, it looks like he must have got knocked in his jaw. He's kind of rubbing the side of his face there. Denning, lovely restart, driven into the wind. Prater flicks it on. Ken Osterhuis get on the end of it. Everyone whiffed on it there. Harold quickly, and Andrusik, first action of the game, steps in front, wins the ball. Little settles it. Ramos there, but Little settles it nicely around him. Over to Alex Lean, up for Prater. Prater tries to turn on two. Rosh right there. Nicholas Rosh to his brother Mark. I keep saying that. I don't know that. Now Ramos looking to find Schiffer, and he does. Just runs past him. Jacobson clears it out, but only as far as Mark Rosh looking to shoot from distance. Deflected and blocked by Prater, bravely putting his body in front. There's Ramos. God, he just knew his teammate was there. Instinctive soccer. Kepke trying to touch it around Andrusik. Gets a couple touches. Off Andrusik. Corner kick for the Warriors in the 44th minute of play. Ryan Muthaden waiting to check in for the Raiders at the next opportunity. So Benjamin Johnson over to take the corner kick for Wausau. Assistant referee helping there, keeping the flag up. As you can see, it is a serious wind. It's whipping. The trees are rocking. And Wausau's bench will be rocking if they can convert this. Looking for Schiffer. Cleared out by Lean. Deflected around. Cleared out finally by Prater. Wow, that was a lot of ball bouncing in the box there. Nice job by Colton Prater to clear it out. Flicked in again. Can they get it out finally? Little, but again, only as far as Rosh. Rosh off of Prater's head now. Santi Vergara pressuring White. Benjamin Johnson on the ball. To Mark Rosh. Touches it nicely around Santi Vergara. Out onto the flank. To a Hudson throw-in. Muthaden to enter for the Raiders. Into the game for the Raiders, number 5, Ryan Muthaden. So Thomas Loria will get an extended halftime break here as Muthaden comes into the game. Andrusik up for Prater. Prater settles it with a man on his back. Touches it around 1. Turns around 2. Holds on to it, back to Nick Thompson. Thompson to Muthaden. Muthaden's first touch a little heavy, back to Thompson. Nice job there. Over to Andrusik. He's got Prater making a run there to Little. Prater into the corner. Little finds him. Colton's found some space, but the two of the better players for Wausau over there. What can Colton do against him? Carries it on. Harold slides it through to Vergara. Vergara's on the ball. Can he shoot? Can he score? Touches it around the goalie once. Touches around the goalie twice. Slips and falls. The goalie slides it across again to the top of the box. Nobody there for the Raiders. The goalie was out of position, and they couldn't do anything with it. Fantastic effort there by Srivastava to save a goal-scoring opportunity for his team. Schiffer drops it back to Rosh. Rosh overruns the ball. Muthaden comes out for Hudson. Takes 1 touch, takes 2 touch. Ross coming in, looking for Vergara. White has the pace, and that was halftime. So, after 45 minutes of play, Hudson leads Wausau by a score of 1-0. They took the goal and the lead in the 12th minute through a Sam Schultz header of a Colton Prater free kick. This has been Chuck Bublitz with you from an action-packed first half of our WIAA regional final game. We will see you in the second half. And welcome back to Raider Field here in blustery Hudson, Wisconsin for the second half of this afternoon's WIAA regional final match between the Wausau West Warriors and the Hudson Raiders. It was the first half you would expect from a win-or-go-home match. It was exciting. It was tense. It was physical. It was intense. And a lot of fun to watch, even more fun to call. The second half ready to get underway here. Hudson leading 1-0 over Wausau. They took the lead in the 12th minute after a strong opening 15-20 minutes of play. Wausau settled in, had better possession. Were never really able to put that dangerous shot on goal. Corey Denny never called into play to make any kind of real save. He had to come off his line once to clear a ball away on a header, but Wausau certainly looks capable of getting into this game. The question is, can they do it? Hudson and Wausau standing ready. Wausau now going left to right. Hudson in their white going right to left. Hudson has the wind at their back, and that is a significant factor. As to whether it is a positive or negative factor, I suppose depends on the ball you kick, but it's going to be extra work for the Warriors here in the second half, and we are underway. Benjamin Johnson gives it away quickly for Wausau. Santi Vergara on the ball. Johnson pokes it away, wins it back to Nick Thompson. Thompson right away looking for Prater. Prater shielded by White, turns on him, lovely. White grabs him, free kick, Hudson. Prater limping a little bit. He did get a little bit of treatment at halftime. But certainly that little rainbow chip looked fairly healthy for him. Vergara now in to take this one. Prater's going into the box. He took the first few free kicks in the first half, got an assist in the 12th minute. And Vergara looking for Prater's chip over his head. Falls to number 9 there, LeBrun to Bailey. And it's won back by Colton. Turns, drops it off, looking for the return, but looks like Prater's a little bit open. Here's Santi on the ball. Santi turns, fires, deflected. Is it going to go out for a corner kick? It is. Lovely job by Santi Vergara there for Hudson, winning the corner kick set piece opportunity early in the second half, 47th minute for his team. Hudson looking to double their lead. Vergara and Prater over to do their two-man game on the corner kick. Here are Prater and Vergara, back to Prater. Colton playing it into the middle, looking for Osterhuis, unable to get a head on the ball. Miller to keep it in for the Raiders. One out nicely there by Kepke. But back to Miller. Miller immediately to Vergara. Nice ball there. Santi turns, got 2 men on him, maintains possession, a lot of traffic looking for Thompson. Sam Schultz hanging back, steps over. Vergara ends up with it. Santi pressured, and the pressure causes the ball to run out of play. Here's Ober's back in the game. He did go out the end of the first half with a little bit of a knock. Good to see that he's better. Schultz now. Schifferau tries to poke it away from him. Sam finds Santi. Over to Miller with some space on the right-hand side. Flicks it on. Touches it back. Kind of just his physical pressure caused Kepke to kick it out. And now the throw-in. Vergara pressuring. Vergara poking it away. Unable to win the ball finally, though. Nice job there defensively. Schifferau coming over. Schultz wins it. Back to Lean. Schifferau to pressure. Lean. Big ball for Miller. Miller works hard to settle it. Tough, though. Falls to Bailey. Bailey now runs it over to Johnson. Johnson played fantastic in the first half, as did Mark Roche there. You need that from your captains, and they gave it to their team. Oh, you can see here now Osterhuis. He and Miller have switched since the opening of the second half. Clearly a foul there on Osterhuis on Durr. Free kick taken by Benjamin Johnson. Roche running a ton of space. Might want to get a body on him. Thompson dropping to defend. Slips through his feet, but he wins it back. Finds Vergara. Vergara gets on the ball nicely, pressured by White. Vergara looking for Miller. Miller picked his run up. That was going to allow Harold to get to it. Miller turning it on, though. Savastava forced to kick it out of play. Nice job by Miller to get back in on it. Fantastic skill there by the ball boy. Sign him up, coach. Jacobson to Prater. Prater unable to keep it in, throwing for Wausau. White picks it up. Now to Kepke. Again, this is Chuck Bublitz with you here from Hudson, Wisconsin, bringing you WIAA playoff soccer. This is a regional final matchup between the Wausau West Warriors and the Hudson Raiders. A rematch of a game just 1 week ago. Hudson was very much the stronger team in that first matchup. A little bit more evenly matched here today. Vergara with a touch. White wins it back. Pressure from Vergara to Osterhuis, looking to go over the top for Prater. Harold with a little bit of an awkward header. Prater jumps into him. Definitely a foul. Definitely a foul Referee stops the clock. That's going to be a yellow card for Colton Prater in the 50th minute. That is the 4th yellow card of the match. Trying to keep things under wraps is this referee. Yellow card issued to number 21 for Hudson, Colton Prater. Entering the game for the Raiders, number 5, Ryan Muthaden. So Muthaden into the game for Prater, who has to come off for that play. Not so sure that it was a cautionable offense. Clearly was a foul. Harold won the ball. Prater jumped into his body. That's foul. The referee deemed it to be cautionable. After the way the game went against Chippewa Falls on Thursday night, I don't think a little bit extra caution is all that bad. Schifferau there. Thompson steps in to win it. Cleared up by Ober and out. Throw in for Wausau. Durr over to take the throw in for the Warriors. Chang checking into the space. First time touch to Schifferau. Nicely done. Schifferau looking to turn on Ober. Unable to do so. Drops it back to Johnson. Swings it. Looking for maybe Rosh, but too much on it. And then Hudson looking to restart through Vergara. The pass was errant, but so was the clearance. Throw in for the Raiders. Lean clears it up. Harold. Lots of time. Miller slowly coming over. That's going to run out for a goal kick. Shrivastava. We're in the 51st minute of play here. Hudson leading 1-0 over Wausau West in this regional final game. It's been a fun game to watch. Wausau going into a serious win, if you can see from the way the flags are blowing, or you don't even need to do that. Just look at the trees. Tough to see from the camera angle, I know, but if you ever get a shot of the treetops, they are blowing. Nice little, getting chippy. You're starting to see some shoulders 3 times in a row there on, does number 9 LeBrun. Just give a shoulder as he's running by. Wausau is going home if this scoreline doesn't change, and so they're giving everything they have. Great work by Miller there. Harold does get the ball back. Drops it off to Losh. Losh looking for Johnson. Vergara steps back. Muthaden steps over. He and Rosh are able to combine to get out of pressure there with Chang. Looking much better than they did a week ago, I'll be honest with you. Wausau just looks like a better team, frankly. Hudson was in control last week. Now, to be fair, Hudson's without a few of their regular players that are out with injuries. Max Rohde, Luke Johnson. Nice turn by Sam Schultz there. Paul Phillipson is a player that gets time for the Raiders that's out. Schifferau over to try and win it. Poked out. Throw in. Hudson. Nick Thompson right away to Osterhues. Osterhues settles it off his chest a little bit far. LeBrun picks it up. Ober. Schifferau. Back to Denning. Denning with time. Back to Ober. LeBrun slowly coming. Finds Schultz. Schultz to Lariah, looking for the 1-2, gives it away to Rosh. Rosh here with Chang. Schultz wins it back. Nice job, Sam, defensively. Nick Thompson loved the first touch. He's into space, carrying it into the attack. Lovely job. Keeps his run going. Santi Vergara looking up over the top for Miller. Can't get it over the head of Kepke, excuse me. And Benjamin Johnson right back for the Warriors. He's played nicely in the middle of the park for Wausau. Kepke. LeBrun step ahead there, and Muthaden wins the ball, fouled by Chang or LeBrun. Take your pick. Free kick, Hudson. Colton Prater looking to check back into the game for the Raiders at the next opportunity. Great crowd here supporting the Raider boys soccer. Parents, students, alumni. It is the place to be this Saturday afternoon. Nick Thompson, he's got the wind at his back, so you can really give it a boot. Vergara settles it, flicks it over. Osterhues is going to be on the ball here. White pressuring him. What can Drew do with it? Takes his time. Oh, long touch. White steps in to take it. Osterhues grabs him. Free kick, Warriors. That first touch was just a little bit too heavy for Drew. White was in a good position to win it back for his team, and he did. Shrivastava over. Nope, now Rosh to take it. Again, kicking into the wind are the Warriors, and it is a powerful wind. If you can see in the corner flag there, just in maybe the corner of your screen, it's blowing. Oh, bounces off Lariah. Lean slips. Lariah recovers. Lean recovers. That was an opportunity for the Warriors. Lucky for the Raiders that they were able to get up and win that back. That's just a few unfortunate happenings there. Now Vergara. Tracking over on LeBrun. Schultz shadowing Rosh. Nice job there. Good defensive shape. Forced the turnover. Muthaden looking to find Miller. Kepke and and Harold had that covered. Shrivastava now for the Warriors. Yeah, as you can see from that corner flag, it's whipping. It did not play a noticeable difference in the score line. There were certainly some times the Raiders were trying to clear the ball, and then you could just see it die up in the stratosphere. But we'll see if they can use it to their advantage. And here comes Bailey. Strong run from him, trying to slot it through for LeBrun. Cleared up by Thompson. Throw in for the Warriors. Nice job by Thompson there to avert disaster as 3 Warrior players were aggressively running at the Hudson goal. There's Johnson looking for Schifferau. Drop back to Osterhuis. Won over nicely there by Durr. And now here's Muthaden on the ball for the Warriors, losing it to Rosh. Chang needs to know that there's somebody back there, and this is Vergara coming for the Warriors. It's a foot race between him and Harold. Who's faster? Harold has a step on him, clears it out for a throw-in for the Raiders deep in Wausau territory. And here comes Elijah Andrusek and Colton Prater into the game for Hudson. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 21, Colton Prater, and number 23, Elijah Andrusek. So Andrusek and Prater in for the Raiders. Vergara, now Thompson coming up. Thompson's got a longer throw. So they'll set it up almost like a set play. No, they won't. Right away to Prater. White shadowing him. Dropping it back to Muthaden. Turns, opens up. Looks for the cross. He's got Andrusek on the far side. Elijah is going to try to keep it in there, and he does. Lariah coming back to help him, as is Jacobson. Jacobson steps up in front of Bailey to poke it away. And here comes Chang for the, nice job, Gavin. Wonderfully done by Gavin Jacobson. Slotted through nicely there by Sam Schultz, and Elijah Andrusek with the opportunity there. Puts it on goal. Saved by Shrivastava. What an opportunity for the Raiders, and what a great save for number 0, Pranav Shrivastava for the Warriors. Corner kick for Hudson. This has been a great sequence here. They've been able to maintain pressure and possession in the Wausau half. Can they convert this here now in the 57th minute? 12 minutes into the second half, just like they did in the first. 12th minute of the first half, they scored the opening and only goal of this game. We're 12 minutes into the second half. Can they do the same? Prater and Vergara over the ball. Vergara steps back. Prater comes over. How are they going to work this one? Everybody back in the box for the Warriors, and I mean everybody. Looking for Andrusek at the near post. He gets his foot on it. Oh, my God, it's off. No, they've got hands up. No, it's not over. The assistant referee is standing. It did not cross the goal line, and looks like we have a possibly handball played, and right away with the restart is Rosh on the ball. Prater recognizes it, goes to pressure him. Cleared over. There's the win playing its role. Sam Schultz jumps up and wins it. Ryan Muthaden on the ball for the Raiders. Turns, 2 men on, gets clipped, drops it to Thompson. Prater looking with pressure from Harold. Prater is able to fight off the physical pressure, now touching it around. Harold with a slide tackle, pokes it out, and no, whistle blown. I think we're going to have a free kick here. Dangerous opportunity. Very similar to the position where Colton Prater found Sam Schultz's head in the first half for the goal that established our current 1-0 scoreline. Prater over the ball, Vergara over the ball. Hudson's got numbers in, most by the back post. They'll be running. Quick start. Drops it to Santi. Santi's going to shoot. Off number 9's back there. Prater letting it run out. Throw in Raiders. Colton Prater. He'll leave it for Thompson. See if they can set up the deep throw. Nope, it's going to go to Colton in the corner. He and Thompson are a little bit confused about how they're going to work this. Off of Nick Thompson's feet, throwing for the Warriors. Nicholas Rosh ready to come in at the next opportunity for Wausau. And here he comes. Now into the game for the Warriors, number 1, Nicholas Rosh. So Rosh into the game. His brother, Mark Rosh, gets a touch, poked away nicely by, Hudson's got to get their mouths open, start talking to each other. Vergara and Colton Prater just ran into each other there. Cleared up by White. I like the ball, though. Benjamin Johnson over for Bailey. Sam Schultz wins it back It's going to run out for a... No, that's going to be a goal. That's going to be a corner kick. That is an error. That's a mistake. That was running out for a Hudson goal kick, and Srivastava came over to try and keep it in. He was not able to do so, and in touching it, pushes it out for a Hudson set play. 60th minute, excuse me. That was an error in judgment by the goalkeeper for the Warriors. Can Hudson take advantage? Again, Schultz and Vergara over the ball. Hudson pushing numbers up. Not a body back for the Warriors. They've got everyone in their box. That did not go the way that Santi planned it. That carries out. So a giveaway is given back. Goal kick. Warriors. Mark Roche taking it for Wausau. Senior captain trying to get his team back into the game here. 30 minutes left. They trail 1-0 and have since the 12th minute of play. And there's the wind. There's the wind. You got to keep the ball low. You get it high, the wind just eats it. Santi Vergara here, pressured by Nicholas Roche, looking for the big switch to Elijah Andrusa. Got a touch. Again, the communication. Apparently the wind's so strong, no team can talk to each other. Srivastava looked like he had that one. Roche stepped in front and, Kepke stepped in front and cleared it away. Hudson's running into each other's players, kicking the ball away from themselves. So maybe the halftime talk needed to be talk. Vergara here. This one's going to push it right into the net. You just put it in the box. It's going to... flicked on by Nick Thompson. Oh, I love the look. Good job positioning there by White. Thompson looking just for a little flick in off the near post there. But White in a good defensive position. And so the ball is cleared out for a Hudson throw. Nick Thompson to Vergara. Benjamin Johnson tries to step in front, and that's a mistake because now Santi Vergara is still on the ball. That ball's in. Cleared out only as far as Nick Thompson. What can you do there, Nick? Shoot. Just carries a little too far. I think he was looking far post there, but instead of bending it, he floated it, and that results in a goal kick for the Warriors. Good sequence here in the start of the second half for Hudson as well. They were stronger in the first period of the first half. They've been stronger here in the first period of the second half. Wausau in the first half was able to find their way back into the match and create some problems for the Raiders. Can they do so here in the second? Bailey on the ball. To Benjamin Johnson, pressured by Ryan Muthaden. Looking for the big switch. Had the distance, didn't have the accuracy. Throw in Raiders. Alex Lean, off his chest, off the ground, off his foot, out of bounds. Chang here for the Warriors. Trying to force a turnover and does. Nicholas Roche comes in. Now Cole Ober steps up, clears it out. Colton Prater looking to fight for White. Turns on him. Oh, and that takes a fortunate bounce for the Raiders. Colton Prater, assistant referee, looked like he was going to put his flag up. Here's Prater on White. What can Prater do? Johnson comes over to help. Nice job there by the captain to help on Prater. Prater needed to act a little quickly. Delay is always the first option. Right over the top here looking for an attack. Just too far. Denning in a spot. Picks it up. No problem. And now he's got the wind behind him. See if that improves the distance of his clearance, and it does markedly. Fabulous clearance right to Colton Prater. Nice job by White there. Does foul Prater, though. So impressed. Number 17, Logan White. That's a freshman, and he is playing just fabulous. He's on Prater, making him work. Bright future for that young man. Sam Schultz here for the Raiders. Pardon me. Arm up. He's going to shoot with that wind behind him, and that's going to be a goal. Oh, my goodness, that's going to be a goal. That's going to be a goal in the 63rd minute of play. Sam Schultz inspiring his team here. Inspiring his team in the regional final. I said the wind didn't play a role in the first half. It played a role in the second half as Sam Schultz drives the ball into the wind and into the net for a 2-0 lead. Goal for the Raiders, scored in the 63rd minute of play by Sam Schultz. Unassisted on the goal, Hudson 2, Wausau 0. Just what Coach Solom called for. Sam Schultz, I love the recognition. You can see that experience. You can see that creativity. He knew he had the wind at his back. He knew that if he kept it down, it would have a chance. He did. It did. 2-0 Hudson. Entering the game for the Raiders, number 7, Cole Little. So Little enters the game now. Prater taking a break with Hudson leading 2-0 in the 63rd minute. I love the field awareness. I love the weather awareness. I love the execution. You have to have the leg to make that happen. The wind isn't going to do it for you, but the wind can help. Schultz has the leg. He has the skill. The wind helped, I think, and that is a 2-0 lead for Hudson. Schultz pokes it away, and here comes Little. Oh, he had Little. I think Little had a step there on the near side. As it is, Vergara loses it. Nice job defensively by Chang, and help from Benjamin Johnson. Now Benjamin Johnson driving forward, shepherded by Muthaden, drops it off for Schifferau. Swings it into the middle for Rosh. Sam Schultz steps up defensively, now looking to slot it through for Bailey, cleared out by Lean. Rosh back on the ball, though, right away, looking for Durr. Durr up to Nicholas Rosh, Little tracking back nicely defensively. Lean clears it up, but only off of Durr there. Nick Thompson able to keep it in, but not win it back. Here comes Nicholas Rosh for the Warriors. Dropping it back to Durr. Durr sliding across to Benjamin Johnson. Johnson's, I thought Andrusik was going to step up and take that one. Schultz looking for Andrusik, deflected, and goes back to Harold. And now Wausau is just pouring numbers forward. Look at that. That's just one-on-one in the back. Hudson wins this ball with this wind. It's going to be problematic for the Warriors. Chang looking to slide it through for Rosh. Lean goes to ground. Oh, my God, and what an opportunity. Great job by Gavin Jacobson. Right, Johnny on the spot there. Lean went to ground. All Rosh had to do was just get a touch and shoot the ball, and Gavin Jacobson's right there to clear it away. Muthaden looking to clear it out. Benjamin Johnson deflects it. Throw in for the Raiders. Just the answer that Wausau needed. Heavy pressure, pouring numbers forward, but Hudson was up to the task. And now Nick Thompson taking his time, coming up, throwing it in. Exactly right. No rush here. White wins it. Takes a bounce right to Chang. Chang shanks it. You got to get there, Kepke. You got to get there, Kepke. No, Andrusik gets there. Oh, unlucky. Great job. Wonderful effort by Elijah Andrusik to win that ball. Just a little too heavy on that first touch. Braden Miller getting ready to come in for the Raiders. Bailey looks to turn, but Gavin Jacobson was standing right behind him. You got to be aware there. Assistant referee awards the throw-in off of Bailey to the Raiders. Braden Miller now ready to check in. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 3, Braden Miller. So Miller's in. Andrusik out. Nice minutes and effort there from Elijah Andrusik. Looking right away for Miller on the throw-in. Unable to win it. Benjamin Johnson finds Mark Rosh. Those two have really played well for Wausau today. Fabulous effort. But they need more results. The effort's there. White's effort's been there. Muthaden gets a chest on the ball. Clipped by White. He looks like he's hurt a little bit. Yep, he's calling for a sub. Prater into the game for Muthaden. Into the game for the Raiders, number 21, Colton Prater. So Vergara standing over this one. One would wonder why Sam Schultz, after his miracle goal, his monstrous, crushing 45-yard shot from a few minutes ago, well, he isn't taking it, but as it is, Prater and Vergara standing over the ball. Referee setting the wall at 10 yards. With this wind, this is a shootable distance. Well, 30 yards more is a shootable distance, as we saw. Prater standing over it. Vergara standing over it. Colton runs over. Santi shoots. Too high. So the referee stopped the clock. Unsure as to why that was. Throwing now for Hudson. Nick Thompson to take it for the Raiders. For Santi Vergara. Heads it. Finds Rosh. A little bit of miscommunication there by Rosh and his brother, Nicholas and Mark there. Oh, such a first touch by Santi. Such a move by Santi. Nah, maybe one too many. Nope, apparently not. Now Harold coming on him. Santi, what can you do with the ball? You can only get past so many guys. Drops it to Little. Little shoot. You got to shoot there. Love the idea. That's absolutely right by Cole Little. He drove the ball. He needed to bend it. He needed to get his foot around the ball, and instead he kind of cut through it, sliced away instead of towards. But that's the right decision, and you applaud that. You want him to make the right decision. You want him to execute, but first and foremost, are you choosing correctly? Mark Rosh now with the restarts. Going to find Little. Little trying to play the ball to himself, which he does. Inspired by his most recent opportunity. Slips past everybody. Finds Thomas Lorian straight away. Oh, Lorian thought Santi was going to be going. 2-0 lead here. Hudson can settle with a little bit more possession maybe. Obviously you want to take the opportunities when they're presented to you, but there's no need to force right now if you're the Raiders. Nice ball there by Rosh to Chang. Chang doesn't able to get a touch on it, but it does deflect back to his team. Over to Kepke. Now to Bailey. Bailey, nice turn on Loriah there. Jacobson pressuring to Rosh. Drops it off to Benjamin Johnson. Schultz. And then Prater over to provide some cover for Schultz. Little deflects that pass. Great job defensively there by the forward. That's going to be key. Can these forwards work hard defensively and not let Wausau build easily out of the back? Drops it off. End up. Slipped again there. Gotta talk, boys. You gotta talk. Loriah clears it over. That's going to find Schifferah. Sam Schultz drops it to Lean. Lean over to Little. Little with some pressure coming. Is able to get a first touch on the ball. Finds Schultz. Schultz carries it into some space there. Oh, just past Santi. Santi working hard. Oh, it just runs away. White looking for the ball for the Warriors. Schultz shepherds it out. Throw in Hudson. Oh, now it switches. It's going to be a throw in for the Warriors, and I love that Rosh picks it right up and goes. Schifferah, Schultz with the foul. Nope, nope. Not a foul there. I thought for a second the referee was waving his flag. Instead, he was just indicating a Hudson throw in. Cole Little for Hudson. Back to Lean. Nice job. Accurate pass. Lean up for, I think, looking for Colton Prater, and that just, he was shielded too much there. Oh, Jacobson overruns the ball. Here comes Bailey. Bailey right away to Rosh. Rosh defended by Lean and Schultz. Turns. Lean goes to ground there. He's able to recover, but don't want to leave your feet unless you absolutely have to. Schultz now and Loriah working 1-2 defensively. Look at how organized they are in the middle there. Schultz, Little, making it tough. Oh, good split. Good split. Nicely done there. And now Loriah stepping up. Someone's got to mark Rosh. Hudson's marking could be a little tighter. Their movement's okay defensively, but the marking is in the limited space that they're playing in, not tight enough. Looking to go for Bailey. Bailey touches it in front of Jacobson, poked away nicely by Gavin. Only flies as far as Chang. Chang to Schifferah. Schifferah, 2 men on him. Slots it over to Nicholas. Rosh takes a touch back. Slots it across to his brother. First time shot. Leaning back, foot up, flying around. Oh, good cross there, though. Cole Little in front of Nicholas Rosh. Drops it back to Durr. Durr to Rosh. Touches back. Must be left-footed the way he's playing. Now Durr. Thompson on him. Thompson gets his foot up. Good job by Durr. Slides it through. Nobody there for Wausau. They're just too static. Here's Benjamin Johnson coming aggressively, getting to the end line. There's a good cross. Got a head on it, did the Warriors, but not strong enough to get it past Corey Den, and he's right out to Colton Prater. Colton Prater's got some time and space. 1, 2, 3 players coming over. Vergara looked like he was going to run. Then he stopped. Harold's going to be over there, running out, throwing for the Warriors. Vergara started his run, then he stopped and just showed for the ball, provided some support. Prater played to the run that wasn't there. And now White restarts it for the Warriors. Schultz steps in. Colton Prater. Back to Alex Lean. Lean to Loriah. Over to Jacobson. Love this from Hudson. This is what they need to do. We're in the 71st minute. Hudson's leading 2-0 and has been leading 2-0 since the 63rd minute when senior co-captain Sam Schultz blasted a free kick opportunity from 45 yards out or so into the back of the net. Off the hand of Srivastava. Wausau still has yet to really threaten the Hudson goal, and they're going to need to do that if they want to get back into this game. Here's Cole Ober. Nice job by the central defender. Looks to slide it through. Harold had that red all the way. Miller's got some speed. Harold has speed. Oh, Miller keeps it in. Miller keeps it in front of Harold and wins the ball back. Fantastic job, Braden. Get there. Oh, just can't get that third touch. What an absolutely fabulous effort from Braden Miller. But here come the Warriors. Mark Rosh Benjamin Johnson looking to split through. Love it. Nice job checking there for Schiffer. Oh, unfortunate for Benjamin Johnson. That first touch hurt him. Slowed him down, killed their momentum. It's such an important aspect of soccer. That first touch can really make or break attacks, as we saw there. Poked away by Schultz. And I like Hudson's just there. They're keeping their defensive shape. Schultz looks like he's hurting a little bit. His ankle looks like it's a little sore. Oh, takes it away from Chang. Vergara's going. Yes, that's it. Oh, too far. Oh, too far. The run was on. Schultz looks like he's struggling a little bit. We'll see if Coach Solem decides to make a change or not. We're in the 73rd minute of WIAA regional final. Nice job by Schiffer. Good. Oh, Lean tries to recover. Durr now over to Nicholas Roche. Cole over. Deflects it. Out. Throw in deep for the Warriors. Good opportunity here for Wausau. They have the ball. Trailing 2-0 deep in Hudson's defensive third. Can they make something of this? Looking for Nicholas Roche, looking for Mark Roche. Back to Nicholas. Back to Mark. Looking to center the ball. Just too many bodies there for a ball on the ground like that. Braden Miller with a step there. One touch, two touch. Oh, almost going to find Prater, and with the slide it does. Oh, the ball just rolls away. Not towards Vergara, away from him. Prater looking like he's a little sore. He had his ankle looked at halftime. That was quite the collision. Love the way he's putting his body 100% into this game. You need more of that. You need to lead with your skill, but also with your effort. And Colton Prater certainly is doing that today. Here comes Jacobson on the ball, poking it away. Foul, free kick, Wausau. Chang taking it for the Warriors. Benches have gotten a little tighter here now. We've got 16, 17 minutes left to play. Hudson's leading 2-0. Ober winning it there. In front of Schifferat. Roche on the ball, looking for Durr. Durr able to get onto it. Nicholas Roche, a little back heel, tries to get back Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson's there, drops it off to Corey Denning. Corey Denning just boots it off his line. Santi Vergara, a little bit not able to win the header. Harold does get the ball. Sam Schultz steps up and wins it for Hudson, and then right away looking for Vergara. Kicks it right to Srivastava. Restart for the Warriors. Bounces over Chang. Andrusik and Johnson ready to check in for the Raiders. Connor Johnson looking to get his first action in this afternoon's game. Throw in for the Raiders. Substitutions. Now entering the game for the Raiders, number 13, Connor Johnson, and number 23, Elijah Andrusik. So Miller and Schultz coming out. Connor Seidel also standing up there. Schultz looks like he's tired, hurt, or both. He just lays down on the sideline. His ankle after a collision there looked like it was hurting him a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Prater trying to flick the header on after the throw. Out of bounds. Throwing Warriors. There's Chang. Playing it through for Schiffer. Nicely done by Ober to come over. Schiffer gets the ball. Drops it off for Bailey. Back to Chang. Benjamin Johnson to Durr. Hudson very content to defend those passes, or to allow those passes and defend their goal. Prater working hard for the Raiders. Benjamin Johnson now on the ball for the Warriors to Schiffer checking in. Poked away by Lean. To Roche. Through to Benjamin Johnson. Nick Thompson over. Pokes it off of Johnson, I believe. Yeah, that's a good call by the referee. Looks like Nick Thompson poked it over, deflected off Johnson and out. Connor Seidel coming into the game for Hudson. Now entering the game for the Raiders, number 17, Connor Seidel. So Seidel into the game, into the midfield. They're pulling off Santi Vergara and pushing Colton Prater up top. I just have a feeling that here with 14 minutes left, there's going to be a breakaway here for Colton. Wausau has to push everybody forward. And if they've got, with a win behind them like this, Colton Prater, 1-on-2, based on the way he scored against Chippewa Falls, 1-on-7 on Thursday night, I'll take his chances. Nick Thompson with a throw-in for the Raiders. Cole Little to Lean. Pressured. Just clears it out to Roche. Roche just touched a little heavy, but he gets it. White, great job stepping in front of Prater, but just deflects it out of bounds. Throw in for Hudson. We're in the 77th minute of play. Hudson's leading 2-0. Sam Schultz responsible for both goals in the 12th minute off a Colton Prater free kick that he headed in, and in the 63rd minute off a solo effort on a free kick that he blasted in from, I don't know, River Falls. But here comes Wausau trying to save their season. 13 minutes left to do so. What can they put together? Hudson has done a nice job defensively. They just have not been able to get past that back line, have the Warriors. It's been a good battle in the midfield. There's been times Hudson's controlled it. There's been times that Wausau's controlled it. But one thing that's for certain is that Wausau has been unable to create those really dangerous chances. And this could be one for the Raiders. Harold drops it off to Shrivastava. He has to just clear it out. Oh, wonderful job by Kepke to just keep it in there. Deflect it out. Throw in for Hudson. Right away to Prater. Prater's got Harold coming over and White. Now White drops off. Prater's got 2 men on him. Now 1. Just content to hold the ball there. Hudson's got time. Finally sucks Harold in too far. Now cuts it back. Tries to go around 3-4 players. And there's going to be a free kick called there on the Warriors. They don't like it. It looked from my vantage point like there was a little bit more of a stumble on the part of Prater than a foul, but I am not, nor have I ever been, the official word. This is a really fabulous opportunity for Hudson. Favors a little bit more a left-footed player, but Prater certainly has the skill to get this up and down. The referee sets the wall. Prater stands over it. That doesn't look anything like 10 yards. Football lines help, but Prater steps up, drives it. Ooh. He missed. He missed. 79th minute. 2-0 Hudson remains the score. Rosh to take the goal kick for the Warriors. High up into the wind. Nick Thompson wins it nicely down. Johnson pokes it away in front of Prater. Colton looking for a little bit of a dangerous play, but I just don't think that was close enough. That was just athletic skill. Nicholas Rosh, good job body control there to get the touch on the ball and settle it. Love the first touch there from Benjamin Johnson. It can make or break, like I said, attacks, and that one really made it. But again, Hudson just has the luxury of being able to keep all their bodies back. There's just not a lot of space right in the middle there. I like Benjamin Johnson finding it out wide, trying to stretch Hudson defensively. Oh, Lariah missed on it, but Chang did as well. Goal kick for the Raiders. Sam Schultz back into the game. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 9, Sam Schultz. So a couple years ago, this game would be over in 10 seconds, but we were playing 45-minute halves now, so we've got 10 minutes left in the game. Hudson leading 2-0. Wausau looking to make a substitution. Number 9, LeBrun will be coming in at the next opportunity. Denning with a restart. Benjamin Johnson working on Connor Seidel. Pokes it past. Oh, Sam Schultz steps in nicely and wins it for the Raiders. Looking for Andrusik. Poked away, but only as far as Seidel, who's in a great position. Andrusik right away to Prater. I don't know why there isn't advantage played there. It was a big collision, but it looked like Hudson had the advantage. If I'm Coach Solom, I want my boys to play. The ball rolling across to Colton Prater in space going to goal. That's what I'd like to see. Schultz looking for a repeat of his super goal. Over the top, goal kick, Wausau. Now into the game for the Warriors, number 9, Sean LeBrun. And into the game for the Raiders, number 10, Santi Vergara. So Vergara in for the Raiders, LeBrun in for the Warriors. Prater coming off. We got 8 minutes left to play here in this regional final. The winner of this game will advance to play the winner of the Eau Claire Memorial, number 1 seed, and number 4 seed DC Everest match, which is taking place today as well. they'll also get a nice piece of hardware that says regional champions, which is why you play the game, to win the trophies. Little looking for Seidel, stepped over by White. Really nicely cleared up there. Rash able to get his head on it, and here comes Schifferau. Could be an opportunity. Good job recovering there by Nick Thompson for the Raiders. Drops it off to Denning. Schifferau pressuring. Denning just clears it up, gets under it a little bit, but settled there off the back heel by Lariah. Lovely job by Thomas Lariah. And Hudson now on the attack. Jacobson looking for Vergara. Oh, he had him. Great job there by the center back Harold to be in the right spot. Cleared out. Throw in Hudson. Ramos looking to come in at the next opportunity for the Warriors. 83rd minute of play here. Clock ticking down. They're trailing 2-0 and have not forced Corey Denning into making a save yet. Vergara, 2 men on him, holding the ball, looking to turn, and he gets through. Santi Vergara. Oh, miscommunication with Andrusik. Harold over to clear it out. If I'm Santi with this wind, I take one more touch and I blast that ball on goal. But I'm not Santi. I'm just an old guy sitting in a press box. Throw in Hudson. Nick Thompson has the long throw ability. That's multiple words, not throw ability is not a word. Vergara is content to just hold it here. There's 7 minutes left. There's no rush. Vergara looking to turn. Poked away to Benjamin Johnson. Benjamin Johnson with Andrusik pressuring him. Lovely job by Elijah there. Putting the speed on, shepherding it out, throw in for the Raiders. Oh, and Benjamin Johnson looks like he took a little bit of a knock here. We got a substitution opportunity here. Oh, that's unfortunate. You don't like to see that. He got his ankle knocked there. He's going to come out. So we've got Bailey and Ramos coming in for the Warriors. Now entering the game for Wausau, number 4, Joaquin Ramos, and number 15, Luke Bailey. Into the game for the Raiders, number 3, Braden Miller. So 2 substitutions there. 3 men came off, so it looks like I must have missed one. Snuck one on at the last minute. White finds Thompson. Thompson looking to go over the top to Vergara. Harold only clears it to Miller. Miller looks like a lot of hands there by White's part. Nice job, Braden. Santi didn't see Rosh coming over. Santi working hard against 2 players, and he's able to keep possession there. White shepherding, Rosh covering. A little pressure cover 3-on-1, and now Santi again just going to the corner. White clears it out. Throw in Hudson. Very heads-up play. Very heads-up play by Santi in the last 2 minutes, realizing they're up 2-0. Time's on their side to just sit out in the corner and hang out. Miller to Santi. Turns on 1, turns on 2, trying to keep possession. Rosh strong enough to win the ball back, tries to clear it out. Braden Miller, fantastic job by the sophomore. Looking for the cross. Ooh, rolls off the foot, off the head of Harold into Srivastava's hands. I don't think that's how they planned it, but it worked out well for Wausau. Srivastava clears it out over the head of Sam Schultz. Find Schifferau to LeBrun. LeBrun drops it back to White. White looking to go big and switch. The wind helping him a little bit there. Ramos chasing. Harold picking it up. Unfortunate there. Substitution opportunities here. Now number 16, Ethan Katnaugh coming in, and Connor Johnson. Now entering the game for the Warriors, number 16, Ethan Katnaugh. And entering the game for the Raiders, number 13, Connor Johnson. So Johnson, Katnaugh in. We got the this Connor squared switch. Johnson in for Seidel. 86th minute of play. Time is not on Wausau's side. Jacobson. Oh, looking to find Little there and just gave it away to Ramos. Here comes Bailey. Bailey back to Ramos, and this is an opportunity. Hudson does not have numbers back right now. They got one man, one-on-one in the box. Schifferau with, oh, great job by Cole Ober there. Great job by Cole Ober to keep his feet, to keep his composure, to poke the ball away and cleared up by Sam Schultz for a throw-in for Wausau. That was an opportunity they had to have. Here comes Bailey. They've got to score here. They just have to. There's 3 minutes left of the game, 4 minutes left of the game. They can't afford to go any longer without scoring a goal. Hudson's getting numbers back now. You can see some hands on knees there for a couple Hudson players. Thomas Lariah looks like he's trying to stretch out. It's the end of a game. They just played 2 days, so it's the end of a long season. You got to dig deep. You got to find that extra that extra motivation, that extra energy, that extra something. And if you're Wausau, you got to find that extra something twice. Can they do it? Little clears it out for Hudson. Quickly quickly in. Maybe not so quickly in. Somewhat in. Ramos now looking into the box all the way through. Oh, my goodness, and that had to be saved by Denny. That was going to go into the goal. Joaquin Ramos looked like he was crossing the ball, trying to find the feet of his teammates. Corey Denning, absolutely heads-up play. He was set. He came set when the ball was there, and he was able to react and push it wide. And Johnson now back into the game for the Warriors. Now into the game for the Warriors, number 10, Benjamin Johnson. Johnson back in. Can the Warriors find last-minute drama here in Hudson? LeBron, ball carrying away through that wind. Finds Johnson, though. He can't get the spectacular volley to work, but it is still in the possession of the Warriors. White and Jacobson chasing for it. Big collision there, and White comes away with the ball, crosses it in. Nobody coming on the far post. Rosh working. Mark Rosh. Is this the end of his soccer career? He doesn't want it to be. He's giving it everything he has. Poked out by Braden Miller. Throw in for the Warriors. 88th minute of play now. LeBron. Ober steps in front. Prevents it from going out for a corner. Ober holding. Flag up by the assistant referee. And there's a, looks like a, throw. And did run out. Oh, offsides. Shanked by Nicholas Rosh. It fell to the feet of LeBron, but he was standing in an offside position when the ball was kicked, resulting in a free kick for Hudson. We are about to enter the 89th minute of play here. Nick Thompson taking his time. Thompson looking for Vergara, over Vergara's head, off of the head of White. Out for a Hudson throw-in. And the seconds tick away. There are now 120 of them left for Wausau to score 2 goals. Vergara to Thompson. Thompson to Vergara. Santi just carrying it down the line. Poked away by Benjamin Johnson. Johnson to Shifra. They're giving it everything they got. They have to. There's no choice. Lean and Schultz, the 2 captains there. Kicking it out. Assistant referee. Holding out the ball. Benjamin Johnson picks it up. He's got Santi Vergara. He's got Nick Thompson. Drops it off to Nicholas Rosh. Rosh with the ball into the box. He's got Bailey there. Back to Ramos. Ramos over to LeBron. LeBron crossing it back into the middle. Schifferaz there. Headed by Harold. Off of Wausau. Goal kick Hudson. Denning setting it up. We are now in the 90th minute. Hudson's up 2-0. Cleared out. Johnson. Kepke. Hudson's got everyone in their half. They just need to not give up 2 goals in 40 seconds. Mark Rosh now back. He's just going to stand back there and do that. Play it up over the top, lean out. Oh, Jacobson back into the middle. Ober spectacularly clears it out for the Raiders. Oh, Rosh had to stop that. Otherwise, Santi Vergara was in on goal. Rosh keeps it in, prevents the throw-in for Wausau. No, he does not. That's the game. That's the game. I mean, it was a game a while ago, but that's officially the game. We're going to hit 10 seconds here in just a few. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And so that's the final score, with Hudson in this regional final defeating Wausau West by a score of 2-0. Both goals coming courtesy of Sam Schultz in the 12th minute off a free kick from Colton Prater, and in the 63rd minute off a spectacular free kick effort from distance. Hudson now advances to play in the sectional semifinal as the regional final champions. You can see on the field there the reality setting in for those Wausau seniors. Call it a career. They can hold their heads high, having gone out with a fabulous effort, but it's all done. This has been Chuck Bublitz with you from Raider Field in Hudson, Wisconsin. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.